So Simu and what's his name?
The ultimate Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
I've seen him in real life. He's so
Apparently,
beautiful.
in the premiere, he's a freak. He literally is a Ken doll. Like,
Yeah.
he literally, aesthetically, he is a Ken doll. So, tick one to alignment of character.
Well, a lot of people said no because he's too old, and they were also judging him.
Fooey, moi, moi. And okay, anyway.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
Okay, so Simu and Ken, Ryan Gosling.
Ken,
at
they're both Ken. You do know
I do
that,
know, I do
right?
know.
It's Ken
No, there's
Simu
only one
and Ken Ryan.
Okay, let me say the point. Say the point. There was a bit of a not a kerfuffle, but a bit of a. There were photos that were taken, which made it look in a video, and apparently there was like people reading their lips, saying that there was a bit of a tense moment at a premiere.
Yeah.
What happened exactly?
So basically, they're taking their photos for the paparazzi, but not paparazzi, the press. Sorry, during the premiere, and Simu had gone to hold the waist as you do when you're taking a photo.
You hold with a dude.
Well, that happens, I guess.
Brothers, hold each other's waist.
And then Ryan was just like, "Oh no, don't do that. Like I've not been able to make out exactly what he says, but he alludes to it like, bro, don't hold me there.
Yeah, to that effect, right?
And then Simu's like, oh, is that too tender? And then they continue to take photos like, as
they were
men
playing it up, sure.
do. I believe that they're playing it up because if anyone knows Ryan Gosling and how hard he has gone in the paint as Ken in press, he's literally just embodying that. I genuinely think so.
Yeah.
So there is no issue. There is no issue.
Let's assume there is an issue. Let's play this up.
Because they're both from Canada and they want to be Canada's #1 boy.
So, is there potentially something here? Like
what, racism?
No, there are some simmering tensions between Simu and I'm going to keep saying Ken and Ryan Gosling. Like, do their characters pit them against each other in the actual movie?
Yes, they do. That's what happens in the movie.
Yes,
as somebody who has actually seen the movie.
But could that actually simmer into real life? Potentially, could it?
Look, okay, I'm not going to lie. There's been rumors that people say that the Gosling is a bit hard to work with at times.
Well, that's not rumors. That's a fact. He's a prima donna. It is fine.
Not.
It's fine.
I genuinely think
hot people are prima donnas to work with. That's a fact.
I genuinely think that he's probably one of those really unbothered people that just can't be bothered with like.
Listen, just because he has a derp face doesn't mean he's unbothered. All right.
He's a beautiful man. He's a beautiful man. Why didn't you put him in the list? Him every day. And you.
When you look good, you don't have to worry about shit like this,
But yeah, I do think it was as part of the subplot of the movie. I think that you can be a professional in a workspace, especially in Hollywood, without being so chummy. Like, that's exactly what Cillian Murphy has been the whole time. That's his whole story as well.
Yeah.
Press be saying that, oh, yeah, he's really antisocial and doesn't hang out with the cast. Like, bro, he had to starve for Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Like, he was literally eating, like, almonds. Like...
I'd be salty as well.
Exactly. And it's not even the good type of salt in a nut. You know what I mean? So, I think it is much ado about nothing. But people want to talk about stuff that, is a bit... I guess, easier to jump in without knowing the full context. And like Simu says, in his post, there's no dramas. He'd beached with this Ken any day, which is the same from the movie, and to focus more on important issues such as writer's strike, actor's strike.
Yeah.
Other issues, insert other issues in the world. Nice.
Speaking of Barbie, I don't want to get too much into it.
Oh,
but,
I can get into it.
No, we're not going to get too much into it.
I can totally get into it.
There are a lot of... Why do you think there are a lot of like extreme views on like the watchability of Barbie?
I love how you've characterized it as the watchability of Barbie.
I don't know how else to articulate it.
I genuinely think it is because... we're in this interesting time in society about kind of gender views, if that's the right term that I'm using.
Yeah.
And just, at first glance and understanding, it's genuine, just understanding what is being meant by some of the film's topics, phrasings, story plots. Again, my first question to you would always be is, you can't be making comments without having seen the film first.
In your view, is Barbie like a feminist film?
It is a feminist film, but when you say feminist, what do you mean?
What do you define as a feminist film?
A feminist film is just trying to to push up the viewpoint of women.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm asking, what do you mean feminist? Because often many will say that to boost up women, that means you have to push down men. And that's not what this film is saying.
Why would some men feel that way watching it?
Because they're threatened by what this all means.
What does it mean?
It just means it's they feel like, I don't know if it's threatened of losing control of women or like the perceived value of women in society.
Yeah.
This is getting far too deep than I thought it was actually going to get
Down the
to.
rabbit hole, we asked the hard-hitting questions here.
I was just going to talk about how good the movie was.
We asked the hard-hitting questions.
But like, okay, no, actually, to you, no, actually, but you haven't seen the
watched
movie,
it,
and
so I can't.
Because why don't you want to watch the movie?
Because I haven't even watched Oppenheimer 2. I've got other things to do. We've got podcasts to record.
Wait, so you'd watch Oppenheimer first? Why is that?
I'm not watching any of them, so that's not the point.
See, this is why him and I don't have a working relationship like this, because we have differing views completely.
So it works great for the podcast. But yeah, go on.
But yeah, like it's this, what is going on in, like, you know, I guess people saying that Barbie is a man-hating film. It is not. It is absolutely not. You're just reading, again, probably, here's the right phrase to do it, you are reacting.
Yep.
Which means reacting is placing some level of emphasis on your own emotions and your own interpretation of what is actually being said without fully understanding what is being said. So it's all reacting.
Did Barbie have like a cartoon or TV series ever? Like,
I'm sure it
animation
has.
or something,
I'm sure
right?
it has. But I did not watch any. I did,
Yeah.
however, I did have a Barbie Lamborghini.
pink, right?
Yeah, of course it was pink.
Unbelievable.
It was pretty fun.
How can Barbie get into spectrum of colors like, yellow, green?
Well, they are now
Yeah.
with, like, their different body shapes.
There you go.
And
Barbie,
diversity.
Barbie making it exclusive.
Yeah, they are.
Inclusive, rather.
They are. Look, don't get me wrong, right? I appreciate Barbie for the art that it is, but let's not forget about the consumerism that's powering it. And what's actually to come. The MCU, the Mattel Cinematic Universe.
There's an MCU integration there?
No, Mattel is the...
Yeah,
it's
no,
an
I'm
Marvel.
aware.
Yeah, have you not heard?
No.
There's going to be an Uno movie. There's going to
my
be
God.
a Magic
No,
8-Ball movie.
We don't need it. We don't
There's
need
gonna
it.
Be,
We don't
it's
need
so
it.
bizarre.
We don't need it.
It is so bizarre.
No one is asking for this, okay?
But this is your chat, though. You love this. This is
No. Hell no.
consumerism 101.
Hell no.
Mattel has realized
Capitalist.
Capitalist. Sorry, yeah. This is like they have now realized, guys, we have all of this IP in the world. We just need really, really good filmmakers to make our film fit in, to make our IP fit into the society somehow.
Yeah, but do you not think this is lazy?
No.
I think it is.
Why do you think it's lazy?
Because it's like Marvel again. It's like you're rehashing superhero nostalgia.
Well, I mean, that is why Hollywood is going down the crapper.
It is.
And
That's what I
why
mean.
the writer's strike is happening.
That is what I mean.
But again, it's who has the money, right, to fund all of this stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I support your independence.
Yeah. How can we support the independents? We're subscribing to the channel. just putting it out there.
Look at that connection, that integration right
just
there.
Subscribe to the channel.
We are the A24 of YouTube.
Independent content creators, because YouTube is the future. I firmly believe that platforms like YouTube are the future.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
A lot of the Mr. Beasts of the world, the Pauls, whether you hate them or not, like they're paving the way to show that this is what people are now basically looking at. You're following individuals. And even if they're frying eggs, to falling asleep, to breaking up, to
going
making
to
music,
going to
food trucks, which just subscribe to the channel, maybe content to follow soon. This is what is happening now. So interesting.
Indeed.
So let's move on